Hey, what's up? What's up? Dan McCall here from Deffert, New Jersey. And in this video, what I want to talk about is how to do retail arbitrage. And the reason why I decided to cut this video is because we've been doing a lot of it lately. Me and my fiance, we've been going to the gym every day in the morning, and for a couple hours after that, what we've been doing is doing some retail arbitrage, and we've been averaging a couple $100 extra a day doing this on top of our already proven methods of online retail arbitrage. But before I get started on like what to look for, how to get the most out of your time when doing it, and these topics that are all related to how to do retail arbitrage, I want to first off say, what retail arbitrage is, right? So what retail arbitrage is, it's called retail arbitrage because what you're doing is you're going to retail stores like Walmart, Target, Kmart, Best Buy, Ross, TJ Maxx, like whatever places where you can source product, you're getting them for a low retail price, and you're selling them at a higher retail price. So the way that we like to do it, and the way we've been having success doing it, is number one, we already do online retail arbitrages where you do the same thing, but you do it from your computer and your type information, and you do it from your computer. So one thing that's cool about doing both is when you do that, a lot of times when you're just at home, doing your thing, you can also, you can get leads. You can be like, all right, now I know something's trending. I know it's hot, so I know when I go to the store, that's what I want to look for. So I'm going to get right into it. I just want to put my phone, well, you know what? I got my phone here for a reason. So I got this other phone. I'm recording on one phone. This is my phone, my company phone. So what you want to do is you want to download the Amazon Seller app. You see it right there? It's the Amazon Seller app. So once you download that, there's a button on there where you can scan stuff. And what you do is you just scan, when you go into the stores to scan the products, what you do is you'll hit the scan button and it'll look like this. See it's got like little symbols. And then you'll scan the product. Like, let's say this is the product here. It's already barcode. It's a different product of ours. You can't scan that. But anyway, if it's scanned, it would pull it all up in here. And it's very, very simple and easy to get the hang of. It'll tell you like how much it sells for, how much profit you can make off of it. It's very, very simple and self-explanatory. Okay? So next what I want to do is I want to get into what to look for, okay? So here's a couple things that we do. What we do is, like, let's say that we go to Kmart and we go to clearance rack. It's 50% off everything in this clearance rack, right? Let's say we go in there and we spend like 2 hours at this Kmart, and me and my fiance, we get out double phones, right? Like if you have someone else you could do it with, you could double up on scanning, right? And do it really quickly. So let's say we go through everything real quick. We find like, I don't know, 9 or 10 things that are all selling that we can make a good profit off of, right? So let's say we're doing that, and then we're like, all right, we went through all this stuff. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go to the other two Kmarts. Now we got a lead, right? So that's the key word is a lead. You want to make sure that you get a lead before you go to the next one, but it can be tedious at first, like when you find a lead. Once you find a lead, you'll get the hang of it and what to look for. So you find a lead. So now let's say you go to two other Kmarts and you already have these items that you found that are profitable and are good items. Now you know when you go to the other two Kmarts, if you see them on the shelf, you can grab them right away. So you got to find really quick. You found yourself a find real fast, right? So boom, boom, boom. You grab the ones that you already have. Then you can go through and scan some other stuff real quick. You can double it up if there's two of you real quick, and you can check the rest of the clearance rack. So clearance racks are great, okay? So that's one. Number one, I want to talk about clearance and leveraging time. So like if you have, like I said, if you got a couple different carts at Kmart, wherever it is, then you go to it, 2 or 3 other Kmarts real quick. You do it in a couple hours time if you're like in a metropolitan area like me, and you can probably find $200 or $300 or $400 worth of profit stuff in just a couple hours, or maybe a few hours. What's the difference? I mean, if you can make more than most people make in a day in a few hours. Obviously, it makes sense, right? So that's one thing. Another thing you can do too, if you're busy and you're somebody that's your time is valuable, like in your own business, maybe you might make $500 or $1,000 a day. What you could do is you could teach somebody else how to do it. And I have friends that do this, and what they do is they teach someone else how to do it for a couple of days, and then what they do is they give them 10% of their purchase. So if the person buys $1,000 worth of stuff, they'll give them $100. You know what I mean? And bring your receipt. So you can outsource that too. It's not that hard to outsource, because if you find $1,000 worth of products that are at 50% profit margin or more, that's a $500 profit in a day, right? So then you give $100 to your employee, you know what I mean? And then you have $400 for your business. Of course, it's not exactly $400 for your business, because all businesses have business expenses, right? You know, taxes, all kinds of other stuff, right? So, but anyway, you get the point. It can be outsourced pretty quickly even too. And I have a good friend named Carlos that does that too. So if you see this video, Carlos, drop one and say hello, because I know you do that. I learned that from you. So, but anyway, so that's one thing. So clearance. I'm going to go through like three things to look for. Okay. Number one, like I said, it's clearance, and you can do that, and you can leverage your time by doing that. Okay. And then number two, we're going to go on seasonal. Okay. Obviously, if it's Halloween, Christmas, you can go right into them aisles. You can find your leads in them aisles like that. And then same thing, like you're a Target. Let's say you're a Target, okay? You're a Target. You find a bunch of stuff in the Halloween aisle. You have enough time to get it in. You got to make sure you have time to get it in for the seasonal stuff. You have enough time to get it in. And you're like, all right, I found a couple items that are really good. Now I'm going to go to this other 2 or 3 Targets, you know, in a row. And then the next day we'll pick another store. We'll do Walmart the next day. The next day we'll do Best Buy. The next day we'll do Bed Bath & Beyond. You know what I mean? Just pick different days. You spend a couple hours in the first store, and you get all your leads, and then you go to the second, third, and fourth store of the same store. And you pick a new store each day, and you can make a full-time living just like that. I mean, it's really not that hard to do. So that's one lead. So we got the clearance lead. We got the seasonal lead. You can check the seasonal aisles. And then, you know, the reason why the seasonal aisles are hot, too, is because it's fresh. This is fresh stuff. Like fresh stuff freshly going into clearance, freshly stuff going into the seasonal aisle. So here's the next stuff. It's fresh, too, right? Trends. Trends. So, like, like, if someone's trending, you know, it's like, all right, the movie just launched or the movie's about to launch. You know, if there's a movie just came out right now, as of we speak, right now, the movie Trolls is trending. The new kid movie, Trolls. So, like, you can go in the toy aisle and be like, go look, scan all the troll stuff. If you scan 12 troll items, you'll, like I did yesterday. We found 2 troll items. They were $6 profit a piece. That's $12. You know, it took like a minute, and then I can go to all the other stores that have troll stuff and get, you know, what if I get 20 more of them? They're $12 or $6 a piece. That's $120. You know, just off that one thing. You know what I mean? So that's another thing, is a trend. So you got the clearance, you got the seasonal, and then you got the things that are trending, like things that are popular at the moment. And another really big tip that a lot of people don't know, and we know this because we live and breathe this stuff, we do this stuff all the time, is if you have kids. This is a big tip. It's kind of outside of all this. So I covered what to look for. I covered how to get most out of your time when doing it. How to do retail arbitrage. I explained what retail arbitrage is. So here's the last and final golden nugget or whatever, okay? So let's say you have kids. If you don't have kids, look at your nephews or nieces or whatever. So what you want to do is, if you're doing this, you want to ask your kids what's popular. And that goes into the trend category. Ask your kids what's popular, regular. What's popular right now? What's popular right now? Then you go and you can look for it online on your computer, do online retail arbitrage, where you look for it online. Or you can go into the stores and be like, all right, that's the new popular thing. See, a lot of people get into retail arbitrage and they're scanning stuff like, this is like small, I can fit a lot of these in a box. This is like, it's basic, like it's a kid toy, it's this. This is basic kid sheet sets, like this is basic. And they look at the basic things, but you have to look at what's trending, what's popping. You know what I mean? So that's what you need to do, you know, when you're doing this. You know, you got to find what's trending. You can't just go around the store and scan everything. Like, that's how I started. You know what I mean? Just going around the store and scan everything. You want to get leads. And I just gave you some strategies and some ways that you can get leads. So I hope you enjoyed the video. You know, if you benefited from it, you know, please comment below the video. You know, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. The world's a two-way street. You know, make sure you give back to me too. This gave to you, right? And subscribe to our channel and support us as well. And, you know, thanks for visiting our channel, okay? I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.